What's up everybody, welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be doing a studio tour. So here we got the shelf space. As you can see down below, I kind of got a cord running up to the light there. I am going to do a video eventually about the filming equipment I use, but that's for later. So here I have two of the shoes I painted in two different videos. You can check those out if you want. I've got a lot of stuff here. I got some paper bags that I use for wrapping gifts and stuff. Some weird string, don't know why I still have that. And here I just have an old camera that I ran out of film for. I might do a review video for it because it's one of my favorite things ever. And here I just have some canvases that I haven't used, that I started using but was too lazy to finish. So and here I have the famous sketchbook I use for just about everything. It's one of my favorites I've ever had. So here we have my main sketchbook where I try to make the pieces perfect and they have a lot of purpose. I haven't used this for a lot of videos, but I definitely will eventually. And then here we just have a notebook, some tracing paper, watercolor book, another notebook. Oh, here we have drawing for the absolute beginner. Learned a lot from that. Some random notebooks. And here we have how to draw kawaii boys and girls. I really like that one. Another notebook. Gosh, I'm a sucker for these things. A tablet that I used to use digital art for. Here we have Tokyo Storefronts by one of my favorite artists ever. I'm not even going to try and embarrass myself by trying to pronounce his name, but I love you, dude. Now this here is something I don't use a whole lot, but I still love it a lot. It's called a Buddha board. Here, let me take it out. So I use it a lot for warm-ups because it's a really interesting thing. I've never had anything like it, but you see this, why is there paint on here? Oh my gosh. Anywho, this black thing here holds water, and you draw on the board with it, and I don't know how, but it absorbs it and then fades after a while, but it's super cool, and really great for warm-ups. I guess my shelf technically counts as my workspace, but here I just have some collectibles from some of my favorite franchises. Okay, so here I have a lot of stuff here. It's super messy. I'm probably going to do an organization video eventually, but here it is. I got my brushes here. A lot of them are on the smaller side just because I do, again, sketchbook stuff. I got my most used pens and pencils here, and then other pens and pencils here. I got an empty bottle of hand sanitizer to put water in for gouache. Okay, so here's my drawer. It's mostly storage because I don't use a lot of stuff in here anymore. But here we have a stylus that I used to use for digital art. Here we have the little watercolor things. I don't use them a lot because they're mostly portable. I got old things here. I got a kneaded eraser. I used to really love that. I got charcoal here. I used to love charcoal. And then we have a bunch of pencils that have been worn down that I don't really use anymore. And then here I've got some watercolors and Posca markers. Well, knockoff Poscas. I need to get some real ones. And yeah, the rest of it is really just a lot of storage of old stuff I don't use anymore. Okay, so here we have one of my most prized materials, my Mia gouache. I use it for almost everything. I use it in substitute of oil paints. It's seen better days, clearly. But I use it as watercolor sometimes, because if you add a lot of water, as you can see, a lot of the paints have mixed because I've not taken proper care of it. But I try my best. Again, here's the hand sanitizer that I filled with water that I just spray, because you have to spray it. If you do not spray it, it will crust up and die. Mine does that even after I spray it. And here we have another one of my favorites. This one was a birthday present, actually, the Ohuhu alcohol-based markers. They're the fine points instead of the brush tips, and I love brush tips a whole lot more, but these ones are still really good, and I love them a lot, and I use them for a lot of stuff. Highly recommend these. So here we have just a cup that I use for everything. I fill it with water with any of my works. It's pretty messy. And here we have my rags that they have been used a long time. I don't think I've ever washed them, and I need to. I might do a video about that, but they're pretty bad. After I get paint on one, I just go to the next one and forget about it till it dries. And I need to do something about it soon. And I also have, ignore the tin. This is the tin my brother got me, I don't know why. But these are my watercolors, my actual watercolors. I use these sometimes, but I like them a lot. Okay, so here we have a lot of weird lips. I use these all the time. I need them all the time. Here we got some palette knives. I love these. I use them so much. I use these bad boys from anything from mixing gouache to doing mountains and all kinds of stuff. They're really useful. Okay, so here I have more of my more used markers. I like these a lot. These ones are aqua markers, I think. I don't know, but I use them a lot. And here I have my skin tones markers set by Master's Touch. I actually have a lot of things by Master's Touch. These are brush tips, and I adore brush tips. They're by far the best. And then here I have actually some more Master's Touch. I don't really use these because I have better ones, but I really like them. And then here, I got this last year, it's just a palette. Didn't even know I needed it, and it's probably one of my favorite things I cannot live without. And then back here I just have some watercolors that I started with as an artist, but I don't use them much anymore. And then I got the setting, just a bunch of posters and stuff. And then up above, watching down me, is the good old Bob Ross. And I have some quotes that my mom gave me, really good ones. And yeah, that's it. That is my entire workspace and most of the materials. I didn't list a few because they're kind of pointless, but yeah, like and subscribe.